there are probably a lot of reasons stopping you from starting your YouTube channel. One of the reasons being the feeling of just being so overwhelmed with it all. And I get it because I'm a complete beginner as well here on YouTube for 3 months, and I put off starting my YouTube channel for many, many, many years. I've just got a few bullet points to help me today, and we're not actually going to edit this video. We're just going to keep the camera rolling and we'll see how we get on. So one of the reasons of feeling overwhelmed can be like before we even start, we feel like we need to be an expert in YouTube. So we feel like, and especially this is how I felt, is I felt like I just had to know everything. So I would do so much research. I researched everything. I wanted to be an expert on hooks and on thumbnails and like things that were like really particular that I needed to know. But I felt like I just needed to be an expert on it before I could even start my channel. Otherwise I just would be a failure and it just wouldn't work. And that was one of those feelings of just being completely overwhelmed by it all. So I just didn't start for many, many, many years, and that put me off starting. I just wonder if this is something that you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed by as well. There is just so much advice out there as well. So I feel like it's kind of counterproductive watching so much and consuming so much advice before even starting your channel. I'm speaking as someone who's completely done this myself. Like I said, I researched everything, but because there's just so much advice out there, and to be honest with you, a lot of the advice conflicts as well, like they conflict with each other. So one YouTube guru might tell us that we need 100 video ideas before we start. Another YouTube guru might say like you just need those 10 ideas and you just need to plan the first month or so, whatever it is. There's just like so much advice out there, and it's hard to know which advice to take and what to follow, what you should be paying attention to, what you shouldn't be. And once again, it's just that feeling of being completely overwhelmed. And yeah, I just think it doesn't help. It really doesn't help, that feeling of being overwhelmed and just feeling like it's just too much. It's too much, and it can really paralyze you into thinking like it should just stop you completely in order to continue, like just to start your YouTube channel. This is something that happened to me, and this was just one of the things why I put it off for many years. And it was just so much. I just consumed too much, I think, at the beginning, or even before starting my channel. Another thing I just have some bullet points that I'm just looking at as I record this video. And so another point is like the setup. So I felt like I needed to have all my gear sorted, not just my gear, but I needed to know, do I want to film them outside? Do I want to film them indoors? Do I like, what kind of style editing do I want to do? You know, everything in all, like I just needed everything ready, and I needed everything perfect, and it was just really, really overwhelming. I clicked on loads of things, so it was like your 1K setup or the best £250 setup. I remember watching something like that, and then I thought, okay, so I've got to invest in this camera, and actually if I go to the next one where someone says, well, this is the best camera that I should have before starting my channel. And it was only until recently, before I started my YouTube channel, and I saw that a lot of people, they were saying, just film with a camera, like your phone camera, your iPhone is enough. And then when I started consuming that kind of content, it was great because it put that pressure off having to, first save up for a very expensive camera, but also having to then figure out how to use it. I'm not great with technology, so it's like how to use it, what mic to use, what should I be investing in, should I have like a backdrop, do I need this? And there's something I did go out and buy, and I feel like it's just so unnecessary, all of that, and it was completely overwhelming, and it did just completely stop me from starting my channel. So that was just another reason why I just felt like it was just way too overwhelming to even start. Another thing that I've thought of about the feelings of being overwhelmed is like when I consumed so much about what 1 month into a YouTube channel could be like, or how, let's say someone like monetized in 30 days, let's say, yeah, of being on YouTube. And because I had those like expectations, I think that that can also be really overwhelming because you put so much on yourself. So, there's quite a lot of videos out there where it's like, have your first viral video in your first week of being on YouTube, like really silly things like that. And I think consuming that kind of stuff, I think it just really isn't helpful, or I didn't find it helpful. Speaking for myself, I didn't find it really helpful, and it just really, once again, made me feel just really overwhelmed. And I felt like then once like those expectations didn't meet, especially just starting the channel, so let's say being like within my first upload, thinking I'm going to get thousands of views and not getting it, once again, it just completely overwhelmed myself. I did completely overwhelm myself, and it didn't help with moving forward and continuing on my journey. So yes, I think like that's those are the kind of main reasons why someone might feel overwhelmed before starting a YouTube channel, and that because they're just a few things that I felt before starting my channel. I just want to say, so I wanted to end on a good note, that it does get better and it does feel a little bit less overwhelming. So where I am now, 3 months later, I feel like it's not as overwhelming, everything. So obviously I do get overwhelmed with certain things, but these are like completely different things, and it's not something that I can't get over because I've already started my channel, so it's not stopping me from starting. So it does get better. So yeah, I hope this has like encouraged you, and just to, if you haven't started your channel yet, just to press record and start. And once again, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you helping me as well come up with this video idea, and I can't wait to check out the comments and just to see what you all think. And I hope this has been of some value to you and it's helped you on your YouTube journey, and I will see you on Sunday for the live. Bye.